Hey everybody, do you want to know what my pick is for the top 5 power tools that every DIYer needs? Well, I'm going to show you them coming up. So we're moving right into our top 5 power tools. We went over top 5 actual tools that every DIYer needs last week. So this week we're going to move into power tools. Now, whether you're using corded or cordless, I don't have a preference there, because with the good batteries they're coming out with, corded, cordless, they're kind of running neck and neck. But let's move on to our list. If I was to start at 0 from last week, I said a computer programmer, and for lack of better terms, I'm going to stick with that. So if I had to start from 0 again, my first power tool would be a circular saw. Why? Because you can cut a lot of stuff with a circular saw. Now, brand doesn't matter. Personally, if I had to buy another one again, it would be a Makita. Now, I am partial to Makita, and they're across the board. I'm partial to Makita. But these magnesium Makitas, I like for a few reasons. A, they're a good saw. If you go on any job site out right now and you look around, you know, anywhere they're building a house, I can guarantee you, if you look hard enough, you're going to find a Makita skill saw or circular saw. The reason I like the magnesium more than just their standard 7 1/4 skill saws is because this right here, it comes with, and if you fold it up right here, that's an Allen wrench. That Allen wrench happens to fit the arbor of this skill saw, so you don't have to look around for a crescent wrench or I think it's 1/2 inch, I believe, to fit to change this blade. It comes with this guy, and that, let me tell you, kudos to Makita for that reason, because I have other saws, you know, on the job site. I have other here in my shop, but if I had to buy a brand new one again and start from 0, it would be one of these Makita magnesiums. But secondly would be a drill. I know this is Makita. I like Milwaukee. I like DeWalt. I like Ryobi. You know, a lot of people sleep on Ryobi, but let me tell you something. They're doing some cool stuff right now. But stick to what we're on, is a drill. Now, this is not a driver, you know, the clack, 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 clack. We don't want that. And here's the reason. This drill can fit a drill bit that is actually for drilling holes. It can go up to over a 1/2 inch, but a lot of your big stuff, like your big auger bits or hole saws, are going to be a 1/2 inch, and this can accommodate that. But by the same time, this can accommodate your little bitty bits, you know, the what are they, 3/4 of an inch or so. But that's the reason I say don't do a driver, because a driver you have to have 2 inch or bigger, so they have that little notch in them. But if you buy you a drill bit set, then any bit in that set, this gentleman can handle. So my number 2 would be a drill. My number 3 is a router, because you can do a lot of stuff as far as just rounding over an edge on a picnic table or a swing or something along them lines, and then you can use it for cutting slots. That if you want to make picture frames, you can use it for cutting slots for if you're building a cabinet or something, or your 3/4 inch plywood would fit into it. So really, I mean, I don't know if routers get all the praise they're due, because you can do a lot of things with a router. So that was my number 3. My number 4 would be a jigsaw. And the reason is just to make rounded corners, really. You know, I mean, there's other options, like you can cut out flush to a window sill or something along them lines, but really, if I was starting over, and that's what we're going this video as, my number 4 would be a jigsaw, because it's fairly versatile itself. And my number 5 would be a sander. And the reason is, you smooth off those rough edges. You can make something look really good with a sander just by going over the extra, you know, doing that little bit extra instead of just, hey, let's put this swing together. Now let's sand it down. Let's sand off all the stamps that came from the, you know, the drying factory or the sawmill or anything like that. And, you know, let's just make it pretty. So, number 5 would be a sander. Now, don't get me wrong, there are way more options than the 5 that I have sitting here, right? But if I had to start over, if somebody said, hey, Brady, we're going to tear your shop down, we're going to take all your tool trailers, tool trucks, all that jazz, and make you start from zero with your power tools, these are the 5 tools that I would choose. Anyways, if you made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all watching. And I guess until next time, keep making dust.